The Season 25 patch notes are out, so let's go over them with some Season 25 gameplay in the background. First of all, Respawn said they have improved the anti-cheat and they're continuing to improve the anti-cheat. As well as this, they're making efforts to improve audio reliability, and they've also created a system for PC players where if your audio is really bad, Respawn will ask you if you want to upload the issue for them to review. Secondly, matchmaking in ranked and high skilled lobbies has been changed a bit, so if you're interested, feel free to pause here. They also announced that Season 25 will get the Arenas LTM, and we will also get a 1v1 arena duels mode halfway through the season, which is going to be very interesting. As well as this, we do get the announcement that Death by Design is going to be the new event, dropping as soon as the season drops. It seems this is going to be a milestone event, but Respawn do say you will be able to earn 2 free packs alongside more rewards with some challenges which will be released at launch. As well as this, level 100 Battle Pass reactive skins from season 11 to 21 will be available in the exotic shop for exotic shards, which is an interesting decision, but I'm sure people are going to eat this one up. I'm not even going to lie to you. As well as this, it seems Respawn are going to be adding the ability to view more skins in the Legend skin list and purchase some of them. And they also mentioned the Legend Select animation changes, which I'm sure you've heard a million times. On to the balance updates though. The Bocek and Havoc are coming out of the care package and going to the floor, and the triple take is now entering the care package. Additionally, the Bocek, Hemlock, Longbow, Mastiff and Wingman are going to be gold weapons this season. In Season 25, Arsenals will also be getting an update. Now they will have voiced pings if you ping it with a legend, and also before the loot bin reset, light, heavy and energy Arsenals will now give 2 blocks of ammo with each pickup, and ammo Arsenals now takes 20 seconds to respawn instead of 10. After the loot bin resets, enhancing your weapon will now give 2 attachments instead of 1, and also Arsenals now have a slight flare to the model to show that the Arsenal has reset. Also, after loot bin resets, ammo at Arsenal respawn time is back to 10 seconds and grants a full stack when picked up. The Assault class has also seen some changes. Now, with the Battle Surge passive, scan on shield crack has been removed, and the health bar now lingers for 3 seconds instead of 4 seconds. As well as this, speed boost only applies when sprinting during the active window. For the Skirmisher class, Respawn have removed the passive of Tack Charge on knock, which really sucks. Next, Respawn show us the new Legends abilities and also upgrades, so pause if you're interested in the details, otherwise I'm sure you've seen gameplay. For Ash, Predator's Pursuit has been removed, so you can't see Deathbox minimap locations or pings. And Respawn do remind us that in a previous hotfix they did nerf her ult. For Conduit, her attack health regen per tick is now 4 instead of 3. For Mirage, he now has 6 decoys instead of 5. For the Pathfinder changes, his grapple hook cooldown is now variable, ranging from 10 to 30 seconds depending on distance travelled. It used to be a flat 30 seconds. His zipline gun now has zipline Zen integrated into the base, which is pretty big. If you're not aware, zipline Zen is one of his upgrades, and the damage mitigation is to 50% instead of 25%. So not only has the zipline Zen upgrade been integrated into his kit, it's also been buffed. The zipline Zen perk has been replaced with Feeling Zippy, which gives you 2 zipline gun charges, and also the grapple cooldown plus perk has been replaced with Grapple God, which gives you 2 grapple charges, which is crazy. Respawn also remind us of a previous hotfix they did to Seer, where they decreased the time for the tack to hit targets from 1.4 seconds to 0.8, and also decreased the time for the tack to finish from 1 second to 0.9 seconds. Over to ammo and attachment changes, gold sniper stocks are now in the game, which give you no movement penalty while holding the weapon, and also less aim sway. And sniper stocks applied to marksman weapons have seen an upgrade, where you get improved ADS in and out speed, and also improved raise and lower speeds, which is great. For hop-ups, the boosted loader has been removed from floor loot, and the skull piercer has been added back, and can be equipped to the 3030, longbow and wingman. The gun shield generator is no longer usable with the Devo and L-Star, but can be put on the Hemlock, and is integrated into the triple take in the care package. The accelerator has been taken off the P20 Volt and wingman, and added onto the Bocek, Devo, Mastiff and Sentinel. The Havoc is back on the floor, so the damage has been decreased to 19 from 21. They've increased the hipfire spread, recoil, and also it no longer has select fire. The Hemlock has seen some buffs, the headshot damage has been increased by 2, and they also increased the mag sizes of the weapon. The Devotion has had some pretty crazy changes, so now if you equip a purple barrel, stock and mag, the Devo will become turbocharged, which is pretty cool, so I guess it removes the need for the turbocharge hop up, and also Respawn have improved the scaling for the recoil and also accuracy control on blue and purple barrels, so it should have a bit less recoil. Also, they've improved the scaling with stocks, and improved the purple mag capacity from 48 to 52, so the Devo might be worth picking up as an investment this season. The L-Star has been nerfed to give it harder recoil, and also they reduced the projectile size on it. Over to the Bocek bow, it's now out of the care package and is kind of sniper class. It can be found on sniper arsenals. They added the sniper stock as an accepted attachment to it, and the weapon's ammo works as follows. It doesn't take sniper, but instead it has a reserve of 40 arrows, similar to how care packages work. Arrows shot in the world can be retrieved to refill your ammo. Arrows shot into players can be retrieved from the top of their death box, but only 4 max. And also arrows cannot be found in floor looting. Arrows aren't a thing that you can pick up off the floor as normal loot. You have to retrieve them from your own weapon. The max charge damage has been decreased to 55 from 75 on the bow, and the rate of fire has also been decreased. Shatter caps have been removed, but you can now put frag grenades on your arrows to shoot explosive arrows, which uses a similar system to how you charge a rampage. Like I mentioned earlier, the triple take is now in the care package, so the damage per bullet has been increased to 23 from 22. It now has a faster fire rate, choke speed significantly increased, and also it has the gun shield generator on it. For the P2020, Respawn decreased the magazine size at all tiers by 2 bullets to 3 bullets, and also in a previous patch they decreased the damage from 25 to 24. For the Wingman, Respawn have increased the rate of fire and added the ability to attach a laser sight so you get better hip fire control. For the EVA 8, Respawn have increased the rate of fire at base and all bolt tiers at the cost of the damage per pellet being reduced, so you decide if this is a good payoff. For SMGs, all SMG headshot damage has been increased by 1, and also for the Vault, we have improved hipfire values by normalizing it to other SMGs, so the Vault should be more consistent with weapons like the R99. Over to the Charge Rifle, the limb damage multiplier is now 0.9 instead of 0.7, which essentially means you do a tiny bit more limb damage. For the Sentinel, the limb damage multiplier has also been increased from 0.7 to 0.9, so once again it should do a fair amount of damage, and for the Longbow, the limb damage has gone from 0.7 to 0.8, so you will do 0.8 of a body shot. For the maps available this season in pubs and rank, we have Olympus, Stormpoint and World's Edge. And then here's how Arenas is going to work, because it's kind of confusing. When the season releases, it's going to be active for 2 weeks. It's returned in pretty much its classic form. The only difference is that it takes 3 rounds to win the game completely. And then on the 20th of May, we get Arenas, but in a weird way. In this version of Arenas, there's going to be zip rails around the arena that people can use. And also, every player is given meds that they need free of charge, which in my experience was 4 bats, 4 med kits, and some cells and some syringes. Also, in this, each weapon can only be purchased once, encouraging people to try new weapons, and also rounds 2 and 4 feature discounted weapons which will be randomly discounted. All legends have a 1 round cooldown on their ults, and care package weapons have been boosted with armor, boost kits, and also the Final Fantasy sword. This is the version of Arenas I played in the playtest, and seeing the Final Fantasy sword in Arenas was absolutely horrifying. For Bot Royale, Respawn added a difficulty selector so you can tune your skills a bit better outside of pubs and you don't have to fight really bad bots. And also Respawn are adding ranked ladders in this season, which is going to be an interesting thing, where every single weekend you and 100 people get put in a leaderboard and you have to grind RP to get higher up into the leaderboard to get better rewards. I'll explain that better at a future point. For bug fixes, block doors should no longer occasionally open towards the player. I swear this has happened to me more than it should. Certain POIs now list the correct arsenals. At control, weapons should no longer swap occasionally after upgrading. The dropship countdown will no longer end before players get in it. Respawn also fixed an issue of the 2 to 4 times sight on G7 reactives. Gold loot bins once again spawn loot as they should. Sprinting out of mantle no longer causes inconsistent sprint speeds, which I think I saw Moki Sniper talking about. And over on Stormpoint, they fixed some issues where the ring would occasionally disappear. Respawn also fixed some Alter, Conduit, Lifeline, Loba, Mirage, and Watson issues. For quality of life changes, it seems in the firing range there's a new Easter egg, because Respawn just put meow. The Legend Locker has seen some nice quality of life changes for sorting skins. On Lifeline, they reduced the intensity of Doc's teleport trail to reduce visual clutter. Past Battle Pass reactives are coming to the exotic store. We can now see more challenges in the match summary screen. Respawn reduced the size and frequency of the accelerated weapon screen effects to be a bit less obstructive. They slightly reduced the amount of time you're locked out of ADS after charging a sentinel. And also over on Vantage, they moved energizing snipers Mark Sniper with an ult accelerant to reload. Not quite sure what that one means. And we also got some miscellaneous audio fixes, and that is the Season 25 patch notes. Basically, all I read is I can't abuse the P20 anymore, I'm gonna have to find something else to crutch on. But hey, I actually can't wait to hop back in arenas, I've been enjoying it in the playtests. Anyway, subscribe to keep updated with news on Apex.